That just wasn't stressful. I don't know what you're talking about. Arsenal games are never stressful. I wasn't worried. I wasn't stressed. No, not at all. Just, oh my God. I'm exhausted after that one. Honestly, this club, I swear, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me one day. 2-1. Let's talk about it. What happened today? So 1-0 down early in the second half, and I thought, yep, that's our Arsenal. We're back. Massive mistake from Gabriel, of course, which wasn't ideal, but he redeemed himself. We'll talk about Gabriel a little bit later. Let's talk about the starting lineup, because we can see here we were missing two key players this season. I thought Tierney was really, not bad, just wasn't sharp today. Didn't seem to be at the races, so to speak. And we clearly missed Zinchenko, who picked up an injury in training yesterday or something. He should be back for the next game, no problems. But Tierney started, and we felt it. I'm not saying Tierney's a bad player, but right now Zinchenko offers us so much more. And of course, we were missing Partey in midfield. So we had Xhaka and El Neni as the pivots, the duo in midfield. I don't think this is right, by the way. It wasn't really a 4-2-3-1. It was definitely a 4-3-3 again. And Ødegaard operating in this kind of area here. El Neni right in the middle here. And then Xhaka was obviously occupying, as he has been this season, a little bit further forward. And do you know what, guys? It worked. It was okay. I think a lot of today was down to the fact we just couldn't finish. So that's not down to Tierney, and that's not really down to El Neni. Jesus didn't have his strongest game in front of goal. Martinelli missed a few chances. Saka was having, again, another bit of an off day. Still got his assist in the end. I think what we saw today was two things. Fulham defended well and, made it difficult for us to score. And Arsenal weren't at their usual best in front of goal. So when you mix those two things together, it makes it a bit harder to win. Simple as that, really. But ultimately, we did get that last-minute winner. Well, I say last minute. When was that goal scored? Was it 80? Yeah, 86th minute. So if you include injury time, 10 minutes before the end of the game. So very good timing for Gabriel. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about Gabriel is because obviously he was at fault for the first goal. Mitrovic just bullied him the whole game, and you don't see Gabriel getting bullied very often. He's not exactly a small guy, is he? But Mitrovic, I tweeted this, he's a bully. He's an absolute unit. The way he uses his body, it must be a nightmare to defend against. I actually can't think of anyone I'd rather less defend against. I mean, maybe Tone from Brentford, but honestly, he gets away with murder. He gets away with assault, physical assault, when he's launching up for these headers. It's unbelievable. But Gabriel thankfully scored. It was a bit of a messy goal. And of course, Ødegaard got the equaliser with a very lucky... Well, was it going in? Technically, yes, it was on target. The keeper would have saved it. And I say the keeper, Leno would have saved it. And he was fantastic today. But a little deflection took it just past him. And honestly, if we didn't win today, if we came away with a draw, or if Fulham somehow managed to hold on for the 1-0, Leno would have been man of the match for me. He was very, very good. And we all know he's a very good goalkeeper. But for the way we play, and when Arteta took over, he clearly saw something different and wanted a goalkeeper that's really good with his distribution, really good with his feet. And Leno isn't as good as he is at distribution as he is at shot stopping and things like that. You need the overall package. And to be fair, Ramsdale made some vital saves as well, which was absolutely huge. Let's have a look at the stats. So we've got 72% of the ball, 28% for Fulham. Expected goals, I mean, you can see it with 22 shots, we were bound to score at some point. It took us a bit of time to get there. Yeah, we did dominate the game. And do you know what? Fulham, I'll have a quick word on Fulham, because, a lot of people would presume that they were going to come back up and then go straight back down. And we've seen Bournemouth struggle. They lost 9-0 today. 9-0. I mean, it doesn't happen that often, although it feels like recently it's happening more and more. Southampton, of course, or was it Ipswich? 9-0 as well. Sorry for mentioning those teams if you support them. But yeah, I think Fulham, they're going to be okay. I think I'm keeping an eye on Nottingham Forest, because obviously they're making a lot of signings, and that doesn't automatically mean success. It might mean they need some gelling time, and Technically, though, with that money spent, they should be fine. And I think it's the same with Fulham. I think when you look at their lineup, it really isn't bad. It really isn't bad at all. I'm a massive fan of Palhinha. I'm surprised they got him for just 20 million. Adarabio had a bit of an off game today, but he's usually very decent for such a young player. Now they've got Leno in goal as well. Diop is a great signing. And Barbu looked a bit off when he came on. But what I'm trying to say is I think Fulham are going to be just about okay. Maybe. We'll have a look at the table now. After round 4. Look at that. We are top of the league. Oh, my God. If only City didn't win today. I mean, they were losing to Palace 2-0 at half-time, wasn't it? And they came back to win 4-2 with a hat-trick from Haaland. If they drew that game instead, honestly, we'd be 4 points clear. Unbelievable. That would be just amazing. Brighton smashing it so far this season. And, of course, down at the bottom, West Ham, Leicester and Wolves. Big worry for Leicester. First manager to get sacked. I think it's going to be Rodgers. He won't walk. They will have to sack him. And I think reportedly it's like 15 to 20 million pounds just to sack him because he's got such a long contract. So that's... yeah, that's a bit worrying. By the way, can I just ask, how are Bournemouth not bottom of the table with a minus 14 goal difference? That is absolutely insane. Okay, let's have a look at FPL now. As you know, this is kind of a new feature that I've brought to Operation Arsenal. Let's give this a refresh. So at the moment, not the best week ever for me. I captained Jesus again. I almost gave it to Haaland as well. That would have been a nice amount of points to get from him. Congratulations if you captained Firmino, if you have him in your team. Firmino had a ridiculous game today. How have Liverpool won 9-0 and Salah's only got 3 points? I don't know. But Trent, obviously, with 15. Haaland with 14. James with 5. And then, of course, today, this game, Ødegaard, Saka getting a decent amount there. Cucurella on the bench. Kind of wish I put him in. But I think Trippier will still do okay. So 58 points could be a little bit better. Still got one player to play, though. Right, let's jump into your comments. I'm just going to scroll through them this time. A real statement win. We are definitely missing Zinchenko. We were definitely missing Zinchenko tonight. Let me just zoom in a little bit for you guys. Tough game. Stupid mistake by Gabriel. Oh, hey, Millie. Overcomplicating it, but came back with such an important goal. Very true. And Martin Ødegaard. What a joke, mate. He might just be our best signing in the last few years for me. I mean, 30 million, less than 35 million, and he is truly world class. Very, very nervy. Still have the typical Arsenal moments. Very, very true. Lucky to get the win, but happy. Nervy at times. It seems to be a common thought in these messages that you guys have sent me on Twitter. Well done. Well to win in the... We done... This is the problem with reading whilst recording. It's pressure. I can read, I promise. We done well. I mean, we did well to win in the end. I think that's why it messed me up in my head a little bit. I think we could have won by 3. What do you mean? Oh, 3 or 4-1. Oh, easily. Absolutely. Captain's performance, best player. Yeah, I mean, I think Martin Ødegaard is the best choice for captain as well. He's consistently playing. He doesn't seem to get many injuries. He's at that age where he is blossoming into, I don't want to say like a young adult because he's been a young adult for a few years now, but there is a certain age. I went through it myself. When I went from like 21, 22 to 23s, 24, 25, you do feel more like a man instead of just a young man. And going into those years of his life, he's going to be such a key part of this team. And it's not about how old they are anyway. It's about what they bring to the team and setting the example. And that's what he does so well. These are the type of wins that get you top 4. I mean, it's true. It's a bit of a throwaway comment sometimes. You know, oh, this is the kind of win that champions are made of and win when playing badly. But today we didn't play bad. I just think it was one of those matches where we just couldn't score, it felt like. But this is right. I mean, if you lose today, it's not very good, is it, for a top 4, a team looking for top 4? It's a must-win against Fulham at home. It absolutely is. Honestly, though, week in, week out, thank you so much for all the comments I get. Obviously, I'd love to get through all of these, but Operation Arsenal comments in full swing. I can't get through them all. So just make sure you follow me on Twitter, and as soon as the game is over, make sure you get ready to reply to my usual full-time tweet. But after all, guys, it is a fantastic win. We are top of the league. And just to round up my thoughts, because I have made a couple of notes. I don't normally do this, but I just fancy doing it. I mentioned Saka. Oh, Nketiah. Nketiah came on and was, I thought, incredible. Really, really good performance from Nketiah to come on in the game and have pressure on you to get us back in it. And whilst he didn't score, and whilst he didn't contribute to a goal in terms of an assist, he was just a nuisance. And I really rated what he did there. Very, very important sub appearance for him. So really happy, guys. I can just chill for the rest of this weekend knowing that Arsenal have done the job. Tomorrow, we obviously have Villa, West Ham, Wolves, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest against Tottenham. And then that's it until later on next week. That's it. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.